We're just gonna start recording it now so that you can see just how idiotic we are at times.
Exactly.
This is TrajicK.
Ty Durden.
Johnny Streams.
Alright, so basically we just finished the Ty Durden video shoot. Sitting down with this nigga. Where, I guess a lot of people are gonna most likely want to know where did you get most of the concepts? Like, where do you get your concepts from for the album? Like, I know a lot of people out there don't understand the recording process. They don't understand like what goes on with business. They don't understand just what it takes to be able to be in this business. Like, what made you do the decision to make that jump into doing things for yourself?
Shit, just seeing what motherfuckers. Well, damn, I really made that very.
If you want to say motherfuckers,
very un-PC. Like, so you know I'm being on some nigga shit. But anyway, honestly, man, when you get to the point when you've dealt with so many different people who dealt with record companies, even on a local level, and seeing how they got screwed over, you get to the point where you're like, man, there's no way in hell I want to put myself in there, man. You just know off top. And I mean, when you got people near you who have that same vision. And honestly, what is a record company but people who all share the same vision? You know, I mean, yeah, there's the revenue situation, but if you're all going towards the same goal, you pretty much work that out. As far as, I mean, like I said, we're sitting here at the Soul Finihed Media Company, something that's been flying off for well over 7 years. And now we're sitting here at that shit. It takes some patience, but we finally got to that point now. And I mean, at the end of the day, the reward is greater to us because now we work on our own schedule. We don't have to keep asking people, well, can we do this? Can we do that? The only deadline we have is our own. So it's really worth it in the long run just to see this shit happen. So to do anything else at this point would seem foolish to me, honestly.
And Johnny, man, you've been behind some of the most chaotic tracks that this dude has done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You've been behind it, like,
Wingman.
as far as like, yeah, you've done Wingman,
Red Bull Tequila, Fuck Ty Durden, all the ones everybody loves the piss out of. Real talk. The ones that are like the mega super fucking everybody's heard of tracks. You know what I'm saying?
like, so what? I mean, like some of the concepts you come with, like what's your approach to like how you conceive music? Like where does it come from? Like what is like when you're sitting down? What are you thinking about? Like when you're working with him, what are you trying to? How do you bring about what he's looking for a track?
A lot of times it's, you know, with Ty, for instance, he'll have some ideas and they're kind of random. You know, he'll have some, oh, I like this song for this particular reason. You know, kind of put them together. It's like a hodgepodge. Piece it together. Me, normally I'll take all the pieces in. I love drums. I'll start with that, and then I'll just take it from there. A lot of times it might be sampling, or you know, I'm on a keyboard. You know, it's pretty much it. How it comes together.
An idea is pretty much what it happens. They'll come up with a drum pattern, and I'll be like, well, what about if we add this? And, you know, I don't really know the whole, you know, logistics as far as some of the creating beats. But what we'll do, I mean, we've been working with each other for like well over almost 20 years. And at this point, it was just kind of a situation of, hey, I'm going to send you this unfinished product and idea. You turn it into something golden. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I have to have some trust in his mind state to make the decision when I'm not physically there to know what he's doing. And vice versa. You know, he's got to kind of trust me to know what the fuck I'm talking about. And figure I'm not sending him down the road because he's got to put his name on it at the end of the day. Like, oh, I produced this monkey shit. And whose fault is it? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, it's just a matter of just a whole bunch of, you know, just it's a trust issue at the end of the day. Like, okay, well, can you handle this responsibility? Can I handle this responsibility? And a lot of times it literally is just an idea where we're just like, you know what? I want to do a crazy shit like Wingman. There was no beat for that shit. I just one day like, you know what, man? I really want to do this song. I remember I brought up to you and I brought up to Johnny just the wildest shit for the hook. You know, I just bust out, you know, Wingman for life. And it's like at that point I'm like, okay, John, I need you to build a hook around that bullshit. I'm gonna record what I got, and I need you to build a hook around it. Right. Build a beat based off of that. So I mean, it's just a matter of trust and making sure that everybody's on the same page.
All right, so now for this Fuck Ty video, man. I mean, I got.
I want to hear your opinion on that personally about that.
Oh wow. wow.
Alright, so for the Fuck Time video, since I got to shoot this one, I got to shoot this video.
And you notice he said got to because there's reasonings for that. Because this was not just enjoyable as Soulphonics Media and being a part of that, but the personal.
The fact that if y'all saw the commercial, one I did for Ty, behind the, well, I'm still thinking whether or not I know we probably keep most of the green screen in. You'll see probably flashing it out. It depends on how it's edited, but the fact that for a long time I sat there and said, fuck Ty. The fact is, if y'all don't really look at his catalog, like y'all should go to Spotify and honestly see how much music this dude's put out in the last few years. Like, I felt good about myself that I'd already had an album done. I was working on my second album, and I got that done. And then I had multiple tracks I was putting in. Then this dude just came in and just, you know, got Tupac on people. And pretty much, if y'all watch the Dave Chappelle skit, it's like, this dude, Lord forbid anything should happen, it'll almost be like, I wrote that shit last week, or I wrote that shit a long time ago, and this dude has tracks upon tracks. He has albums he hasn't even released. Like, he'll sit there and work on an album. He'll give us music to be on his album months, if not years, before he's releasing it, but he's already took songs from us before that. So he just has songs that just keeps rolling out like an assembly line. So I've been telling everybody, fuck Time. I've said it from the beginning. Fuck him. Fuck him.
I remember.
So I would call Johnny and say, man, fuck that nigga, man. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of I'm tired of his work ethic. I'm tired of working. Like, I just want to take a break. I'm getting too old for this, Riggs. I don't want to do this shit no more. And I see it in them. But the thing is that when you hear certain songs, especially when you hear like songs that just have no choice but to make and motivate you and make you move and make you want to put in more work. Like I tell him all the time, one of the reasons why I still do music and I still work is because he gives me no choice. I'll feel bad not putting in work. Hell, Johnny can attest. I will say, I feel bad this nigga's putting in this much work and I ain't putting in no work. Fuck that. I'm an artist too.
Damn it.
So the fact is that when this song came about, it was a song that all of you could feel. Whether you go to a show just like, well, fuck him. He seemed Hollywood. Even though he's not. He's not a hero. He's the antithesis to every hero you are. Anybody that makes a song called Red Bull Tequila, I'll be fighting with you all night. Like, it's called Red Bull Tequila. Y'all listen to that shit. And the debauchery that is that song, that's him. All the time.
Yeah. There's no fiction to do that shit.
To be able to see that, well, my thing is like, I get to see this shit. I get to watch the growth of this. I get to watch how, like, everybody will say, oh, things are a movement. There is no movement without movement. You have to be able to put in your work. You've got to put your time in. And this video, I got to work him to death. And I was happy because I wasn't in the video. I got to stand behind the camera and film this shit. So when you see what we're about to do, it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of everything that needs to be put into it. But I made this dude sweat. I didn't have no AC on. We had New York heat. If y'all ever been in New York or y'all been to a place where the apartment complex regulates your heat, you know what ghetto heat is. This dude couldn't breathe.
Got asthma, died off of this motherfucker.
This dude's like, this dude's sweating like a Cambodian on crack. And I am putting him to work, and I felt good about it until I had to work on a video with him.
Exactly.
And you'll see probably shots where I'm laying on the floor, and all you see is like a finger in the camera, because I'm laying on the floor and it's pointed up. And it's like, don't work with him, run. Run. And if you're gonna work with him, be serious about it. Just do the damn work. I mean, he makes a song. If you listen to the lyrics, he's so happy that you'll get him on a song and you'll probably get it back to you the same night. And he like harps on that. That's another reason why we say fuck him too. But this interview ain't about me, man. This is about you. This is your video, man. I mean, this is, I mean, like the experience for this video, man. You know, how do you feel about it? Like, how do you feel about what you're getting ready to show them? I mean, you dropped 4 videos in 2 days, y'all. Again, another reason why you see what I'm talking about? Fuck Ty. This dude in 2 days, videos. You gotta understand the work ethic that he makes you go through is ridiculous. But how do you feel about it? Like, what do you want to tell them about, like what do you want them to, like, especially the people that are now filming for you? Like, they're getting ready to film, like, this whole, like, if y'all haven't filmed your fuck Ty shots, you can film them to get them in. I mean, he still wants to use your stuff, so, I mean, how do you feel about that, especially the response you've gotten for this video, man? How do you feel about it?
Shit's crazy, man. The response that's been happening up to this point, we have pretty much so far, we've had all the way as far as Spokane, Washington, man. You know, big shout out to those cats.
Definitely.
For definitely submitting, because I believe that y'all sparked the movement for a lot of people, because a lot of people, you know, they wanted to do it, but they didn't know that other people were doing it. Like, people are really scared to do things until somebody else says it's okay. You know what I mean? And I'm going to say that on camera because it's real talk. You know, a lot of people are scared to move until somebody else does it first. So Spokane, y'all were like the pioneers that helped move this. A lot of people want to do it, but again, until somebody else showed them that, you know, it's possible, we will use the footage, it will be, you know, something worth your while to do, just as a person trying to, you know, support somebody. You know, it's been awesome. I mean, you know, we already had Idaho Falls, where I feel like a good bit of where my fan base in Idaho is at. You know, Idaho is a big part of my fan base. You know, then of course Macon, Georgia. You know, I'm starting to get a really big fan base out in Macon, Georgia, and they're getting ready to film theirs this week. You know, just for the people here, while we've been up here in Queens, you know, we got people up here to say fuck Ty Durden.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's crazy that people would actually like a song dissing me so much. And I start to feel some sort of way, and fuck all y'all. You're welcome.
We're very happy for y'all, the appreciation of how we've all felt with something.
I mean, but it's crazy, man. You know, you get a chance to see that, you know, since my whole career, not my whole career, but I'll say my whole career as Ty Durden, as who I've wanted to shape my character to be, is basically me. You know, I've never been the cool cat. I've never been the cat that, you know, was the popular dude. I was always the one who always did something different and strange. And to actually be able to live that out and through the music, to where I don't have to ever check myself. I don't ever have to justify my work. I don't have to justify my words to people and say, well, yeah, man, I'm like that sometimes. No, if you hang with me for 2 days, every single song that you like of mine will come out. You'll see that in my character. You get drunk around me, you will see Red Bull Tequila, because I don't even say that shit as a song. Everywhere I go, I order that shit to drink. Everywhere. Yes. You know what I mean? That's not just a, hey, I did that for a song, let's see if niggas is stupid enough to drink that shit. No, I really drink that shit regularly. You know what I mean?
Responsible.
Yeah, you see stupid shit. Wing man, you know, stupid shit happens. You know, fuck Ty Durden. I've always been the type of person where I take it as a compliment when you win something, because it feels like, you know what, even if you're being sincere, and if you're not being sincere, it doesn't matter to me either way, but the whole point is that, yeah, because I still like fuck you, but at the end of it, if you're being sincere though, I know that you're being genuine with me, and that matters to me more than somebody giving me a platitude and telling me what I want to hear all the time. You know, if you're like fuck you, then at least I know where you stand. You know, but if you say that shit is a term of endearment, that's even better, because now you're saying fuck Ty Durden because you support what I'm doing, you support my song. I have more people say fuck Ty Durden than they say hello to me. You know what I mean? That is a crazy move right there. Either I did something right or very wrong.
Or a mixture of both.
Or a mixture of both. To where you got people who literally, as a term of endearment, tell you fuck Ty. I mean, I have more people who write me and say fuck Ty. You look at my timeline on Facebook, facebook.com/Ty Durden online, make sure you check it out. But anyway, the whole point is you have people who are on your timeline tell you on a regular basis, fuck Ty, like just to say that shit to you. And they don't expect to get their ass kicked, they don't expect to get cussed out, they want you to be like, hey, look at me, I'm supporting you. Fuck Ty.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I feel like that this video now is like my way of thanking them, pretty much. Saying, hey, you know what? Y'all said fuck Ty, I want y'all to be involved. So, you know.
All right, well, since we don't have to now, I don't have to give you the what you want to say to people. I think you've already said
all right,
it.
so,
you know, but like, you know, just you know, close out and, you know, it's, you know, just like, tell the people that are actually fans of yours, or people that like not even listening to your music. If people haven't listened to your music, what do you want them to know about who you are as an artist and what they can hear from you?
Well, what they need to know is that they need to stop believing in the cliches that rap has given them. They need to stop thinking that in order to be a part of this culture that is rap music, that you have to be something that you're not. You know, I want you to wake up every day and be proud of who you are. If you are that popular cat, then be that cat. If you're the loser that's always, you know, everybody hates and shuns, be that cat. I want you to feel comfortable in your own skin, though, at the end of the day. You know, I want you to feel like at the end of the day, your life has purpose and nobody dictates what your purpose is. You know, I like to have fun on track, but I have a lot of serious tracks too, where I'm actually speaking some real knowledge to people. So at the same time, I don't want y'all to pigeonhole me in the Afro Man character like I just do crazy songs, because I do actually try to tell y'all some real shit. But at the same token, it's just that I want you at the end of the day to not have to front and be somebody who you're not, you know what I'm saying? And even if it's at the expense of me, you know, where you're like, well, at least I'm not that motherfucker. And you know, I'm good with that. I'll be that guy. Social Pariah, the mixtape coming out. You don't get no worse than that. My mixtape is called Social Pariah. What else can you do to me? You can't do nothing to me when you call yourself a social pariah. So if you gotta use me as a stepping stone for yourself to move forward and say, well, you know what, I don't want to be that guy. At least I have to be better than him. I'll be that. You know what I mean? Because I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm happy who I became. I'm happy with what I've done with my life. You know, I have no regrets about certain things in my life because I feel like it all made me the person who I am. And I feel like my music's a reflection of that. So, I mean, to really just close it out, I want to tell everybody, first of all, I want to thank everybody who supported me for being me. You know, because you haven't tried to change me as a person. You've accepted who I am as a person. And you're supporting my music. Every time you support my music and support what I'm doing, you're saying, Ty, I accept who you are and I'm happy with that shit. So thank y'all for helping support me being me. And then the second thing is that I want everybody to stop lying to themselves. And that's on everything. You know what I mean? That comes down to how you view life, how you view others, how you view your hustle, how you view everything that you know. I want you to stop lying to yourself. Because you know what? It don't do nobody any good. Be real with yourself, you know, and I'm trying to show people that. You know, at the end of the day, all the rappers who were real in that regard are dead, most of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, everybody wants to give regards to Pac and Pimp C, but nobody wants to embody the spirit of it. You know, to where it's like, fuck it, I'm going to say what I feel for real, whether it gets me shunned by others, whether it's not what's PC, whether it's not what's, you know, respected by my peers, I don't give a fuck. My whole point is telling you what's in my heart, what's in my mind, what's in my world. And if you accept it, that's cool. If you don't, fuck you, I'm going to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? There's not too many rappers who will actually fight for what they believe in and their morals and their values and beliefs. And it's not so much that I'm trying to be a crusader so much, it's just a real person who's not scared of themselves. So, as a closing thought, just a final thing, be real with yourself, man. Be real with everybody you ever met, because it comes back. And that's the only reason why I feel like there's any success in my life right now. Because everybody who knows me, who's ever met me, who's ever got to know me, even for a moment, get to know that the person behind that mic, the person in those videos, the person on that Facebook page, whatever you call it, is the same motherfucker 24/7. Right? And there's no front, there's no filter, there's no, you know, there's no smoke screen. It's 100% during every day. So if you can respect that, I want y'all to remember that shit.
Yeah. What y'all just heard right there, that is the embodiment of what the Toxic Hustle thought process is. It's, you know, what we're trying to do on ToxicHustle.com is really expound and really kind of talk to y'all and show y'all what's going on, how things are kind of happening behind the scenes, and understanding that what you see in the business isn't, you know, something hidden. There's no man behind the iron curtain or behind the curtain that just pulls the puppet strings. I mean, there is something like that, but it's not there anymore. What you can do for yourself, how you can do for yourself, what you can do for yourself is dictated by you. You know, so you go out here, you do your work, you don't talk about it, you put action to it. You know, so what you'll see, you know, we're gonna make sure to put this video on ToxicHustle.com. It'll be on the Toxic Hustle YouTube page. You know, we're gonna try to do as much of these as possible. Try to do interview processes as we can. We want to make sure we started this off. We want to kick this off with this dude because for me, they say it's a cliche about who's the hardest working person in business. This is one of the most hardest working people in business. So as long as y'all can understand that it takes work, it takes time, and it takes patience. And there's understanding that you will slip, there's times you will falter, and there's times that you're not going to see any fruits of your labor until you just don't expect it. It's when preparation meets opportunity that things happen to you. That's when reality sets in. And your reality is justified and dictated by what you do, your actions. This dude does what he does the work, he puts the time in, he's put his time in, and he's reaping the fruits of that. So this, you know, it's having a good support system, have a good team around you. Have good people, like he pushes me, we push the rest of the team pushes us. It's what you do with your family. And at the end of the day, it's a family. Everybody makes what they make on their own, and then what comes to the center is dropped. And just do what you gotta do, y'all. I mean, this is TrajicK, Ty Durden, Found These Dreams. I want to thank you and welcome to Toxic Hustle. Peace.